to Semenyo. Semenyo, 7-8 yards over halfway. O'Reilly. It is now Mateus Nunes. Semenyo drifting in. Send circle here with now Gay. Glued his right foot. Now 40 yards and goal. Uses Rodri to Nunes. Rolls it right footed to right of his back. Turns it. It is now on O'Reilly, but O'Reilly cool, calm customer. Now Man City have area with it. To Usnov and Silva. Riley, Doku midway by Reece James. Back on the halfway line here. Arto to Colwell. Shaw from Gay. Gay left footed to Man City comfortable on the ball here. Rod. Masters left to Gay, coming up to the second minute here. Halfway line, 5 yards behind him. To the halfway line. Now Usnov just by the footed to O'Reilly. O'Reilly 10 yards behind half. Sanchez, who's in place of Philip Jorgensen today. After his clash with there from Nunes, was there shirt pull. Arto. Here is Levi. Enzo Fernandez, it was a simple pass that a couple yards shy of halfway. Touches with his right foot, drags it a bit further. Strike it to Usnov. O'Reilly again. Rodri. Pedro's barged into Usnov, but the referee. And throw for Chelsea, taking for good grab. Trap the midfield for Pedro, now to Kukureya. Now Rod. Gay. Midpoint of the Man. Now Gay, midway. Gay. It is Roger. Left-footed. Roger tapped. Footed. Over the top. Behind. Easy head away. Into his. Then slam forwards from. Circle. Pull there from Usanov. To get up. Down the inside right. Leads Semenyo cutting in. Semenyo shot. Not enough power. Claim from Sanchez. Chance. Semenyo shot bobbled off. 6-yard box. For though. Chelsea long ball. Now Silva. Looks to the switch. It's back the Chelsea off. Right. Gay carrying it forwards. Marmouche good interception there. And Joe Hart, so after he can. Silva. For Man City, a heavy on the top of Bernardo Silva. A good central position here on the clock at Wembley. Kick just under 30 yards from goal. And Semenyo might fancy taking this one on. Hell of an effort. He's going to go for it. Got Silva standing behind it as well. Silva, Semenyo whispering something to Rodri there. Surely Bernardo Silva to take this free kick on. Go for goal. Either go short or dink it into the area. So it's Silva standing behind it. No, I think he's going to leave it for Semenyo. As Semenyo does go for goal, but easily blocked. Headed away by Malagusto. Palmer on the chase now. Can Palmer get it? It's a good tackle there from Rodri, who is in front of halfway. That was a brilliant tackle there from Rodri. So it's a throw from Chelsea. It goes backwards. Fofana clips it towards the centre circle. Nodded from Gay over halfway. Header from Harter now blocked and falls for Caldwell to smash it. Forwards Pedro on the chase, but it'll bounce back to James Trafford. And João Pedro, hard job for him. Not top on his own today. And Gay coming out from the back. And now O'Reilly, one touch to take it over halfway. Now down the far side, Marmouche, edge of the box, holds an offer. João Harto, City wide left for Doku, drifting Doku now. Plays it towards the bar, and O'Reilly, cross block. Left foot for Fofana, that was a really good block there from Fofana. And it will be a corner kick on the left-hand side. A nice ball from O'Reilly to feed Marmouche down the left flank. Then he linked up with Doku. Doku found the run of O'Reilly, got him behind for a second. But then Fofana recovered himself and blocked the cross. Short corner from Man City. Doku drifting in. Jeremy Doku. Ball stopped now. Couple touches with his right foot. Shifts it inside. Now Doku towards back post. Rodri's header blocked. Haaland trying to do a bicycle kick. Couldn't make any contact. Clear from Chelsea. And there's actually a foul in the penalty area on the Chelsea man. So free kick awarded. With Doku. Nice shimmy to get inside. Rodri at the back post. Header one. Blocked from Pedro. Haaland attempted an overhead kick. Just got a slight bit of contact with his left foot, but got it all wrong. Did actually catch Reece James in the process. That's why the foul was given against Manchester City. And the last couple of minutes, Man City starting to get on the front foot. So free kick for Sanchez to take. Can you find Pedro? Bounce over Pedro's head. And that's headed from Rodri to Trafford, who's right side of his area. Trafford now rolls it to Gay. Just over 10 minutes gone here at Wembley. Chelsea 0, Man City 0. Rodri now back for Silva. Silva first time left-footed. Man City over halfway with Nunez. And now here is City cutting into the box of Semenyo. Drags it to Matheus Nunes. Now Nunes just behind the byline. Into the box now. Cucurella and forcing Nunes away from goal slightly. Semenyo returns it to Nunes. Semenyo again. Up for Nunes. Now Man City 35 yards from goal. Rodri. Husanov. Now along to Gay. Wide left for Doku. Doku in the attacking third. Faced up Malo Gusto. Doku. Palmer around him as well. Infield to Gay now. Gay tries to roll it through for O'Reilly. Too far away from the Man City young starlet. It is a goal kick to Chelsea. And it was Gay trying to find O'Reilly, but I think O'Reilly was caught on his heels a little bit there. So goal kick for Sanchez to take. But Chelsea haven't given up any significant chances in the opening minutes, just shy of the 12th minute here. Arto cuts in, gives the way though to Rodri. Nunes tries to dink it, blocked from Enzo Fernandez, and now João Pedro goes down. Just shy of 10 yards behind halfway. It was just a little nudge on João Pedro from Rodri. Free kick, tap for Caicedo. It is Joel Harto. Harto now holds it up halfway to Cucurella. Back to Caicedo. Now Colwell controls the ball left-footed. Joel Harto drags it onto his left foot, finds Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez over halfway now. Pedro making running behind. The flag hasn't gone up. Pedro on the left gets under control. Pedro into the box now. The flag is up against João Pedro. Good idea from Chelsea, looking to go over the top on the left-hand side. But João Pedro marginally offside. Now it's O'Reilly receives the short free kick. Doku 7 yards behind the halfway line. Doku into the centre circle. And now it's square to Matheus Nunes. Nunes on the inside right. Goes on his outside to Semenyo. Facing up Cucurella. Semenyo into the box. Semenyo digs out a cross. No one was there to try and get on the end of it though. Goal kick of Semenyo. Got himself in a great position there. Took on Cucurella. New step overs. Right footed cross. Tell you what, there was Haaland running in that 6-yard box. Chelsea would have been in big trouble because there was nothing wrong with the delivery from Antoine Semenyo, that's for sure. So, goal kick for Sanchez to take. Coming up to the 14th minute. Sanchez takes it short. So it's a long from Colwell towards Cucurella. Cucurella does head it with the ball. It was already out of touch when it met the head of Cucurella. Throw for Man City on the right-hand side. And there's not been any massive clear-cut chances so far. Another goalkeeper's been worked. And here is Mark Gay in possession. Rodri, a couple of yards behind the centre circle. Nunes returns it to Rodri, and now Husanov to Gay. Man City enjoying 73% of the ball thus far. Centre circle with Husanov, and now left-footed for Nunes. 5 yards forwards to Semenyo, back on the halfway line to City's number 27. Rodri first time behind him to Husanov. It is Silva. Silva now. Doku plays it between Palmer and Gusto. O'Reilly pass back on halfway to Gay. Quarter now played at Wembley. Chelsea 0, Man City 0 in the 145th FA Cup final. Rodri then taps it to Gay. Now Gay clips it over the top, looking for Marmoush, just a bit too high for Marmoush. Again, it almost found Marmoush, but Sanchez managed to get to it. So it's a long from Sanchez, looking for Pedro. Pedro trying to win the flick on it to come off Pedro Gay last. It did come off and the Brazilian Chelsea forward. So Riley's throw to Gay. It is Silva. Silva now sweeps it to Husanov. Right footed. Matheus Nunes. 10 yards over halfway to Semenyo. Back to Nunes. Nunes stops the ball on the halfway line. Gives it to Rodri. Plays it through the centre circle to Gay. Gay stops the ball on the halfway line. Square to Rodri, who is by the penalty spot. Rodri again, by the centre spot, I should say. Rodri now to Semenyo. Semenyo turns on the far side. Cucurella recovers well to make a challenge and clear it away. Cucurella, he's screaming at somebody. I don't know if it's the linesman or one of his teammates. Cucurella's incensed about something. It was a good tackle to... Well, he's having to go at the linesman about something. Not really sure. Didn't look a foul on Cucurella or anything. So it is a throw for Man City's taken. Reece James just called across by the referee. Darren England just calm down Marc Cucurella here. That's what Darren England will be telling Reece James. So it's a throw for Nunes to take. So narrowly 40 yards. It's narrowly from 40 yards from goal. And now here's O'Reilly. Mark Gay. Adjacent to the centre circle. Now O'Reilly leaves it for Doku. Doku just had a 35 yards from goal on the left wing. Doku. So play it back to O'Reilly. Down the centre circle with Husanov. Husanov gets away from Pedro. Husanov in the middle. And Rodri back in that centre circle to Gay. Gay left footed, short to O'Reilly. He likes to invert. Back left hand side, Husanov has it in the centre circle. Tap to Rodri. Also inside it now. Marmoush inside right. Pass back on halfway to Marmoush. Nunes. Rodri square to Husanov. And now Gay. Doku holds it up. Doku does well to preserve the ball. Now Gay clips it, looking for Silva. Nowhere near finding Bernardo Silva in the end. And that is a goal kick to Chelsea. And nothing really much has happened in the opening 18 minutes here at Wembley. And Chelsea resolute defensively, but not really offering much going forwards. Man City gotten some good positions, but haven't been able to properly test Sanchez so far. Is having to wear his Petr Cech-like head guard after his clash with Morgan Gibbs White on Bank Holiday Monday this month. So Sanchez, goal kick. Pedro wins the header, goes square to the right. O'Reilly getting onto the bouncing ball. It's a bounce again. O'Reilly left footed. And now Doku holds it up. Shy of the halfway line. Tackled from Palmer, but now it's been given as a free kick in Doku's favour. I think there's a little pull from Palmer on Doku's shirt. So that free kick for Man City takes. Been given away to Fernandes in the centre circle. Hits it outside the right to Cucurella. Cucurella 35 yards from goal. Cutting in. Cucurella picks out Joel Harto. And now James. It's Malagusto, right side of the box. Gusto's cross, looking for Cucurella. That's an important header behind for a corner kick from Matheus Nunes. Chelsea's best move so far. Cucurella to Joel Harto. Pushed right up the pitch. And James fed it to Malagusto, who was right side of the penalty area, crossed towards the back post to his fellow wing-back Cucurella. But that was a great header away from Matheus Nunes. Corner for Chelsea on the left-hand side. 20 minutes gone at Wembley. Goalless in the FA Cup final. So Reece James all ready to take. Will he possibly go short? It's exactly what he does to Palmer. James again. Malo Gusto, 30 yards to goal inside left. Now Caicedo in the centre circle. Good pressing from Silva. Gusto back in his own half now, being harassed here for Semenyo. Very good pressing from Silva and Semenyo. Caicedo now across to Sanchez. Sanchez long, looking for Pedro. And it's header on for Pedro, but got to Gay to lift it to Rodri. Rodri, firm header back to Trafford. Trafford overarm throw towards the halfway line. Semenyo in his own half. And just rolls it calmly to Nunez. Nunez to Rodri now. Rodri plays it between Fernandez and Caicedo. Pass too heavy. Cucurella knocks on to Colwell. Concedes possession to Rodri. Behind the centre circle. Now O'Reilly's over halfway. Here is Doku, wide left. Doku now into the penalty area. Faced up Palmer and Harto. Trying to get in between the pair, then loses the ball. And Palmer clears his line. It's an intercepted from Gay. Now Fernandez over halfway. João Pedro inside left against Husinov. Husinov takes Pedro out wide. Pedro turns in the box. Pedro on his right foot slips at the vital moment, taking the shot off. And it just rolls back into the hands of James Trafford. I'll tell you what, that was dangerous there from Chelsea. The most dangerous moment so far. João Pedro just slipping at that vital moment. Here's Nico O'Reilly. And now Husinov. Husinov, 4 or 5 yards on the centre circle. Right foot passing Gay, goes into the Chelsea half. Man City on the left. Silva knocks it left-footed to Doku against Gusto. Again, Palmer's helping out Gusto really well. Gay in the Chelsea half, inside to Rodri. Gay, just over 35 yards from goal. And now it's a foul there from Doku on Palmer. Doku just cut in, but Palmer then successful in getting his body in between Doku and the ball. And a good free kick there for Cole Palmer to win. 22.5 minutes gone. Chelsea 0, Man City 0. Free kick goes back to Colwell. It is Harto. Colwell again. 6-yard box with Sanchez. And now just about kept in play from Fofana. Gusto back to James. James now dispossessed. Haaland left side of the area. Haaland puts the ball across the face of goal. Couldn't find Mamouche. Great opportunity for Manchester City to score the opener in the FA Cup final. Again, James caught in between Doku and Haaland. Haaland made the tackle. Haaland's heavy ball though flashed across the face of goal. Now Man City get edge of the area, but then Caicedo out muscles Mamouche, and now Chelsea surging over halfway with Colwell. It's a long ball from Pedro. No one making a run through the centre. It's back with Trafford. Really, Pedro's the man who should be making those central runs. Should be the midfielders trying to feed him Pedro. Issue here for Chelsea. And Moise Caicedo is down here. It's always a worrying moment for Chelsea, and they see him down. Such an important figure in this side. Callum McFarlane just giving some quick instructions to Gusto and Fofana. Enzo Fernandez standing over Moise Caicedo, along with Levi Colwell, Marc Cucurella. So we'll see how Caicedo is. Guardiola's called Gay, Bernardo Silva, and a few, actually nearly all the Man City team looking at it now. Across, they all need a bit of a drink, and there's little extra instructions from Guardiola. On the way into this first half, Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0. Again, not too many chances. There's a good opportunity for Haaland to get a good cross in a moment ago, but didn't put too much on it. Caicedo back on his feet, but moving pretty gingerly. And Callum McFarlane still talking to some of his players, and Cole Palmer also now just having a quick chat with the interim head coach. But Xabi Alonso seems like he's moving closer to being confirmed as Chelsea head coach. That'll be a real coup, especially with Liverpool fans desperate now for Alonso to return after the demise of Arne Slot this season. There's Gate. Picks out O'Reilly. Back to Gate. City. Halfway in their territory. O'Reilly. Once more. Back to Gate. Now Silva. Square to Rodri. Almost standing on his toes receiving that. Man City back in their box. Gate to Trafford. Trafford now is going to be closed down for Pedro. Trafford gets the pass off to O'Reilly. Now Rodri, first time left-footed, down the line the far side. Gusto steps onto it. Colwell turns away from Haaland. Now here's Caicedo. Caicedo, 40 yards and goal. Now Enzo Fernandez in that number 10 position. Can't pick out teammate Husnoff intercepts. Now Bernardo Silva. Well, he's pushed there from Enzo Fernandez. Clear push in front of the referee, Darren England. Free kick for Man City, taken quickly from Rodri. Bit of space Matheus Nunes to move into on the inside right. He slowed himself down, Nunes. On his outside to Semenyo. Semenyo in behind. Chance here for Nunes. Across face of goal, turned in from Erling Haaland. It's a flag up, it is. It is ruled out. I'm not sure the offside was against Nunes or Haaland. I think it was Nunes who timed his run too early. Let's have a look. Yeah, Nunes timed his run too early there. It was Chelsea appealing for offside straight away. Their offside trap did work. Easy finish for Haaland at the back post, but clear offside against Matheus Nunes. And this cup final remains at goalless, coming up for the 27th minute. So a free kick. Robert Sanchez takes right-footed down the left-hand side. Header behind it from Rodri, which bounces to Trafford. Trafford rolls it to Gay. Gay now. It's right-footed to Nico O'Reilly. Mark Gay again. Now Doku. Here's Rodri. Tiny football for Man City. What do you expect from them? Gay now. 6-yard full past O'Reilly. Back on that Man City left to Gay. Now it's in their box with James Trafford. Across the area to Husnoff. Husnoff exits the box now. Abdelkader Husnoff. Short to Semenyo. Cut up for Caicedo. Can he find Pedro? Pedro almost gets onto it. But Silva gets there first, narrowly, to clear it away for a throw. So here's Kukuret. Now throws it back on the halfway line to Harto. Harto again. From Colwell. Colwell sees it from Harto. James drops in that central position along the centre backs now. Chelsea charging over halfway with Malo Gusto. Now Gusto, can he get a cross in? Challenge there for Nico O'Reilly, well timed, left footed. And Rodri by the penalty area. Silva turns, but he pulled back from Fernandez. Well, referee weighs plan as Silva got his pass away. Great skills from Doku. Put it through legs of two Chelsea players. Gusto makes a challenge in the second one. And then a tackle from Fofana pushing high. Enzo Fernandez furious about something. I think a free kick's been given against him. Yeah, Fernandez explaining his frustration to the fourth official as well as the referee. So Doku put it through the legs of Palmer. Fernandez won the first challenge and the second one. I think the third one he won pretty cleanly as well. I think that's what the free kick's been given for. I suppose there's a bit of a follow through, but some would call it soft. He won the ball first, Fernandez, and I would call the follow through malicious. A yellow card as well for Enzo Fernandez. Maybe a free kick, but I'm not sure it's a yellow card. Challenge there from Enzo Fernandez. I think that is a bit soft toward the yellow. Maybe the right decision to give a free kick to Man City, which O'Reilly takes back to Gay. Gay now. Let's start over the top. João Pedro's left it for Nunes by Husnoff. Husnoff square for Nunes. Now Semenyo midway in this half. Kukuret putting some good pressure on. Pushing up from wing back and now towards halfway for Nunes. Held up from Haaland against Colwell. Square. The pass is too heavy. Gusto steps onto it in the centre circle. And just prods it back to Fofana. Here is Colwell. Caicedo. Square to James. James now. It's the first time pass to Gusto. He goes first time backwards to Fofana. Reece James. Again, a lifted right foot pass. Pedro on the chase. Gay gets his head to it. Pedro now gets onto the ball on the far side. held it up well. Malagusto, Chelsea just about in the attacking third. Pedro to Palmer, but offside flag goes up against Cole Palmer. We are slightly over half hour into this match here. FA Cup final, 145th edition, goalless between Chelsea and Manchester City. So João Pedro just down in a bit of pain here. Seems to be holding his left thigh. So we'll wait and see if Pedro will be fine enough to carry on. Again, hopefully he will be. I want to see all the best players on the field. Yeah, Pedro continued to move a bit gingerly here. And we've got the Gallagher brothers in attendance today. Ratio Aces back together. Rumours that they'll have another tour next year. We'll wait and see, but today they're together to support Manchester City. They have done all their lives. Now Palmer wins it back for Chelsea. Palmer inside right, edge of the box. Palmer runs into trouble. Goes through legs of Husnov. Husnov does turn and clear away. And great clearance to Husnov because it finds Semenyo. Semenyo races over halfway. Tricky feet. He's taken out for Cucurella. 35 yards from the target. And that will be a free kick for Man City and a yellow card. Paul Cucurella to go along with it. So it was a great clearance there for Husnov. And Semenyo in a bit of space. He cut in. There was definite contact on Semenyo, that's for sure. It is right foot taken away from him. And yeah, right decision there from the referee to award a yellow for Cucurella. So here is Man City to take the free kick. 35 yards and goal. The inside right, short from Silva. Rodri. Silva again. Silva now. It's gone wide on the near side to Semenyo. Semenyo into the box. Semenyo cuts in. Semenyo shot. Oh, that's wildly off target. In fact, it's gone up for a throw there from Antoine Semenyo. Well, it opened up perfectly for him to curl the effort towards the top corner. But instead, the ball just ballooned out for a throw. Got that all wrong there. Antoine Semenyo. He opened up so well for him. Disappointing. But Semenyo's been so good since signing. Gusto throw. Palmer the little touch. Intercepted from Silva. Doku holds it up. Trying to turn away from Gusto. Tiny feet from Doku, but Gusto does win it. Malo Gusto by the corner flag. And he anticipates that contact from Doku. Does receive a little push. And it is a free kick for Chelsea to take. So Wesley Fofana again just walks over the ball. He'll lead this for Robert Sanchez to drill it long. Approaching the 34th minute here at Wembley. Yet to find the opening goal in the FA Cup final. So Robert Sanchez, free kick. Looking towards Pedro. Slight flick on from João Pedro. Couldn't be controlled from Fernandez. Turn away from Palmer from O'Reilly. O'Reilly good driving over the halfway line. Slays off to Doku. Doku back in his own half. Rodri to Silva. Caicedo charging towards him. Forces Silva to go back to Gay. Trafford in line with the penalty spot. Trafford to Husnov. Husnov now. Direct ball towards the centre circle. Bounces here for Fofana. Now James, it's a nice turn from Palmer, who is narrowly over 30 yards and goal. It's behind him to Fofana. James in the centre circle to Colwell. James again finds Caicedo in the centre. Now Palmer works it to the right hand side to Malo Gusto, level with the penalty area. Malo Gusto. Gusto going to try and run for O'Reilly. Gusto gets across him, but simple catch for James Trafford at his near post. And it opened up well for Malo Gusto. get a ball in. Yeah, tame delivery from Gusto. Rodri. And he picks out Silva. Rodri again. Midway in his half. Square cross midfield to Silva. It is Silva left-footed. And now Gay. About 3 yards to his left to O'Reilly. Tap pass to Doku. Mark Gay, just under 10 minutes left in this first half. Chelsea 0, Man City 0. And we get an opening goal in this final before the break. Rodri inside left, 30 yards and goal. Clips it, looking for Semenyo. Header out the box from Cucurella. And now Fernandez goes down. Was a push there from Mateus Nunes. There was indeed. Nunes less than pressed for the officials. I think there's a slight nudge there. Wouldn't say there was too much in it. So it's a free kick. Played back to Sanchez. And here is Chelsea. And to go back to Sanchez again through Fofana. Colwell to his left to Joel Harto. Harto drifting in. Harto. A nice pick up to Pedro. Pedro's pass headed from Gay. Lifted from Caicedo towards the centre circle. Gay holds off Palmer. Now it's lifted forward from O'Reilly. Left-footed, chested down from Colwell. Here's Fofana, Chelsea. Midway in the half with Malo Gusto. And now here's nice pass from Colwell. Finds Fernandez in a bit of room. Chelsea finding space midfield in the half. Caicedo to James. Out to the right to Malo Gusto. Gusto, midway in the City half. Gives it to James. Caicedo. First time to James. Now Chelsea in the centre circle. Colwell through the Man City forward line to Caicedo. Ends up Fernandez inside left. Gets the cross towards the back post. Hit down towards Palmer from Gusto. Not enough power on it. Gay heads away. Good little spell this for Chelsea. James to Caicedo. James again. Reece James. He's slightly over 35 yards from goal. James again. In the centre circle to Fofana. Harto. Now Colwell. Colwell can copy our shy of the centre circle. Fofana, now Colwell whips it left-footed. Cleared away. The right boot of Husinov and Cucurella lets that run out for a Chelsea throw. Midway in the Man City half on the left-hand side. 38 minutes on the clock here. You wait the first goal in the FA Cup final. Cucurella's throw back on halfway to Harto. Harto to Colwell. Square to James. Now Fofana. Virtually on halfway. Gusto, then backwards to James. James looks over the top. Gusto making the run against Gay. Gusto now, can he get across it? It's blocked from Gay. Gusto close to the corner flag, moving further back. Gusto now rolls it inside. First time to Palmer. Palmer now gets the cross in. It's trapped on the chest of Cucurella. Now Cucurella exits the box. It's back to Harto. He's pushed high from centre-back. Square for Caicedo. Chelsea by the centre circle now inside it with Colwell. Harto. Again, a long defence to James, who walks over halfway. Now James, right-footed, calm pass to Malo Gusto, dragged it back. Halfway line to Harto. Centre circle with Colwell. Out to left now from Harto to Cucurella. Back to Harto. It is Colwell now. Plays it through the Man City forward line. Picking up space is Pedro. Now Caicedo located in the centre circle. Wide right. Down the line from Gusto to Palmer. Now Palmer puts the cross in. Headed over from Silva. And it'll be a corner kick on the right-hand side for Chelsea. And some decent football there from Chelsea. But the cross was not hit with a lot of venom. Starts to be headed over the bar. So corner to be taken on the right-hand side. Chelsea's second corner of the match to Man City's one. 5 minutes left of this first half. Chelsea 0, Man City 0. James has his right arm raised. The James outswing corner comes in. from the right, headed away from Haaland. Cucurella makes his volley down to the ground and headed out the box from Haaland. Cucurella leads it for Caicedo. Chelsea 40 yards and goal with Palmer. Drills it towards the left-hand side, headed from O'Reilly. And now free-header forwards from Silva, headed down to the ground from Caicedo, lifted from Cucurella. Chelsea edge of the box, but Gay gets his body in between Harto and the ball. And wins the free kick there. Again, it's two sides just cancel each other out this first half, really. A couple of moments each for both sides, but there's not been any big saves from Trafford or Sanchez. Again, Man City certainly have match winners on their bench, that's for sure. And they can look to the likes of Ryan Cherki and Phil Foden. Chelsea, not really too much on their bench at all, to be honest. I think Garnacho was victorious in the Manchester Derby FA Cup final 2 seasons ago. Yeah, in terms of individual quality, it's hard to see really how Chelsea can turn this game if they do end up in a sticky position in the latter stages. Trafford, free kick towards the right, too high for Semenyo. Throw for Cucurella to take. So Cucurella, I say the corner for it close by. Thomas Tuchel in the crowd today. And can he be the man to guide England to glory in the summer? The throw take for Chelsea, flicked on to Pedro, can't find Palmer though. Yeah, he's there to intercept. In the last 5 minutes, Chelsea, the 85% of the ball. Now it's on the left flank with Doku. Midway in the Chelsea half, Chelsea get players back. Doku stops the ball. That's Doku into the feet of O'Reilly. O'Reilly. He touches with his left foot. And now Rodri turns. Rodri. Back with his left to Nunes. Now Marmoush. He has to go behind him to Mateus Nunes now in the centre circle with Husnov. Right-footed to Gay. Gay turns and has to just knock it infield to O'Reilly. Man City back in the centre circle with Husnov. Square to Nunes. Husnov. Half turn from Rodri. Here's Gay. 5 yards ahead of him down the left to Doku. Back to Gay. Gay now looks towards the box. Haaland's making the run left side. The air. Haaland shot. Stay from Sanchez at the near post. Corner kick, and that was a really good run there from Erling Haaland. And it was a ball well hit there from Gay. Perfect weight on it. Haaland making the run left side of the penalty area. Tried to beat Sanchez at his near post, but Sanchez saved it with his left hit. Corner on the left-hand side taken short from Man City. Doku. Now Gusto misses the tackle. Doku cuts it back for Silva. Ball towards the back post, sails over Gay. It is Rodri. Now Semenyo. Just beyond the penalty area, moving further and further back now. Semenyo, good work from James to force him away from goal. Man City have it in the middle. It's slightly over 40 yards and goal with Nunes. Square to Husnov. And now Semenyo. That was Husnov first time in the centre circle to Gay. In the final minute and all time in this first half. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0. In the FA Cup final, Man City wide left with Doku. Plays it between Palmer and Gusto. O'Reilly hangs on to it. Harto shadowing him. Harto makes the tackle. Palmer pokes it to Malo Gusto. Now Sanchez, one touch, right side of his box. And then second one is just to clear it towards the halfway line. Header met from Husnov. Flicked on from O'Reilly, but Haaland in an offside position, so Howell just lets it run through to Sanchez. Now Sanchez, will he go long? Sanchez goes towards the left. Cucurella climbing for it. Well, actually, Nunes got caught on the ball. Cucurella trying to keep it in play. Couldn't quite do so. And Nunes, bit relieved, he completely missed the ball trying to head it there. So a throw for Man City. So about to hit the 45th minute. How much stoppage time will there be, if any? Silva looking for Doku. Doku takes heavy touch. Doku tries to keep it in play. Well, he prevents it from going for a goal kick at least. 3 minutes of first half stoppage time at Wembley. Can somebody strike first in stoppage time? So first from Alagusto. 3 yards in front of the corner flag. Gusto's throw. Silva intercepts. Flick on from Pedro. Now Silva again. Inside to Rodri. And now back in the Man City half with Husnov. Down the centre circle with Nunes. Silva can calm on the ball. Pedro shouting him now. Pedro puts the tackle in. Chance to shout Pedro. Pedro as he barged down inside the box. Husnov. And it's been waved away for Darren England. Great work from Pedro to win the ball back. The referee just thought Husnov used his strength. Gay long to Haaland. Lays off to Doku. Comes off the back of his head and Haaland shrugged off from Colwill. So João Pedro's arms wide open, saying that should have been a penalty. I don't know. I think that will be soft if that's given. Again, Callum McFarlane, unsurprisingly, ferociously appealing for it on the sidelines, but I think that's just going to strengthen Husnov. And now midway into 3 minutes of first half stoppage time. Throw goes back to Fofana. Here is Colwill. That's his left to Harto. Returns it to Colwill in the D. James dropping towards Colwill, but it goes to Fofana instead. Nice turn from Fofana. Put Doku on his backside. Fofana. He goes backwards now to James. James spreads the play. Finds Cucurella midway in the Man City half. Heads it 7 yards backwards to Fernandes on the inside left. Enzo Fernandez into attacking third. Look and see what's around him. Has to use Harto. Yards behind him. Now Chelsea. Pass through the centre circle from Caicedo to Fofana. 40 seconds left of this first half. Can we get a late opener in this FA Cup final? Chelsea just hanging on to the ball here in the centre circle. They won't mind going at goalless at all. Probably both sides won't, to be honest. Colwill. Here is James. Now Fofana. Chelsea just enjoying possession. Well, James gets it forwards now. Gusto on the chase. Gay's header trapped on the chest of Silva. It's still in play. Silva clears it up into the sky. Heavy touch from Colwill, but it does break it to James. Knocks it to Gusto. Down the right hand side for James. Can he get a cross in? One last chance for Chelsea this half. James gives the way to Doku. Now Doku's pass deflects off Cucurella. Play forward from Harto, and there goes the half-time whistle. And both sides have cancelled each other out this first half. Erling Haaland had a shot as near post, also had a good opportunity to get a cross in. Haaland early on the half. Chelsea had a penalty appeal in first half stoppage time. It was waved away. João Pedro had a good chance early on in the game to get a good strike off, but completely messed it up. It's been a very, very tight minutes in the 145th FA. Chelsea 0, Man City 0. there in the first half of bringing on Ryan. Sort of performance in the second half here to drag. All set to they did a really solid job that first half. City to get us underway for on team Shirkin Silva. Nunes. Comes it right for Gusto. Chelsea. Gusto just down. Jeremy Doku. So I've got a draw against now Harto to Fernandez. "30 yards in away Colwell for Harto. Fana on to it, shifts and towards Semenyo at the back post. Waited a chance for Semenyo, but his hands on his head. He knew please hit the target. Goal kick Sanchez to Colwell. And you're in Haaland, Caicedo. See half. Back. Caicedo again, once more to Colwell. Finds João Pedro. That's gone to Malo Gusto. Good play. Gusto strokes it to James. Now clipped from the centre spot from Cole. Trying to keep it away from Matheus Nunes. Fernandez goes. Turns away in frustration. He felt. Half 3 minutes into it, Fernandez. Half for Colwell. Colwell ordering for in front of the D. Sanchez drills it. Holding off Silva. There was a trip. But couple yards in front of Fana to James. Colwell. Now Harto. Colwell again. Colwell drags it onto his left. Fernandez. First time in the back line to Harto. Inside the D with Colwell. And now Harto. Harto left-footed. First time from Fernandez. Held up here from Pedro midway in this half. Out on the left-hand side, given to Fernandez. Fernandez tackled now for Nunes. Here's Semenyo, edge of the box. Can't find Cherky. Now Caicedo tackled. Fernandez challenges well. Breaks here to João Pedro. Free kick given against Manchester City. Fernandez down in a bit of pain. Yeah, it was just Nunes barging into Fernandez, catching the left knee. Fernandez, which really put the Argentinian down on the hallowed Wembley turf in pain. Guardiola looking stylish as usual. It's a grey turtleneck jumper he's got on. And it is Chelsea going long now. This free kick went backwards. Sanchez looking towards Cucurella, head away from Husanov. It's a cushion header now from Rodri to Nunes. Midway in the City half. Now is Husanov. Husanov across to Gay. Played that at a slow pace. Gay right-footed. O'Reilly returns it back to Gay. Gay taking a few steps back. Now passing Gay into the penalty area in Trafford in the 6-yard box. Now drills it right-footed. Can you find Doku? It's too far ahead of Doku. And Gusto just calmly heads it down. Sanchez controls right-footed. Now Robert Sanchez just seeing what's around him. Seeing what the best option is to go to. Thomas Tuchel on the stands day alongside his assistant Anthony Barry. Of course, Thomas Tuchel beat Manchester City in the Champions League final 2021. What a night that was for Chelsea. Now the ball getting away for Colwell. Colwell fouled though. From Semenyo, relief there for Chelsea. Well, probably the reason Colwell gave it away was he was just knocked into by Semenyo when he played that pass. And it's good pressure there on Semenyo, but maybe just needless to put the arm to the shoulder of Colwell. So free kick goes short from Chelsea. Left-sided defence at the moment. Withdraw Harto. Back in their box now with Colwell. Sanchez. Sanchez attempts to go long. There's a slide in. Sanchez dinks it over him and it's gone out for throw. Pressure there from Silva. Now O'Reilly. Gay. And Shirky left. Shirky. Shy 35. So Man City build. O'Reilly to Doku. Again, as well as Gusto to take on. Doku inside. Man City in defence midfield. Up against Gusto. Shifts onto his right foot. Palmer, nothing given. Clears for Chelsea. And now here is back on the ball. With Husanov. Okay. Now. To Rodri. It's in the centre with Husanov. It's now to his left. Can Chelsea count? Pedro. Then with 40 yards and goal. Here is Caicedo. Turns away. Brings towards him. Now Gusto. Not a lot of power. O'Reilly. O'Reilly plays it back in the closing him down. And O'Reilly's pass. And that will be throw on the left. And just to all poor touch ever play. It did. Manchester City took, and the ball just was actually lucky at the goal. Otherwise, he would have trickled out for. all ready to, from the right, make up final. Chelsea, James's corner, pushed away. Foul. There for Man City. Punched away the corner. Trafford headed it off the line. Halfway, away from good. Brown holds in his painful one for not once for Palmer to still goal. Also mean glory. Snoff helped on. And now Harto. Left hand side. Kukra. Snoff gets across. Kukra. Looks to be a free kick. Shown as well. Snoffy, this correct decision. Wide left. His stand. Down. Will whispering something. Moment. Wait in the already now. Headed away. Fernandez cross. Back. I think that came off the arms tucked in and off the front foot here. On the Musonov really Fofana's head. Touch, and it was a it just couldn't. The second half well. Chelsea 0, Man City. To Husinov. Now back. Doku holds up against Husnall. Short. Retrieves it. James tries to find the right. James find that half space. Hour gone here at Wembley. Head over halfway from O'Reilly. Down to the ground from Doku, great defender. All the Chelsea players. Slight. Who can get it? And O'Reilly. Gay clear. Throw for Chelsea and is Mateo Kovacic again. A long ball now from Joel Harto. Get hold of this. Nunes thinks it. From Malo Gusto. Midway in the City half. Gusto being Chelsea still on the ball. There was a free run. James Trafford just to run onto the ball, grasp it. City playing it across the back. It is Gay. Gay right footed. Palmer almost for the sliding interception now. Man City. They're in the attacking third. Jeremy Doku. Cherki wants it. Cherki turns and Chelsea have Cherki's pass just behind the D, but out from Cucurella. Cucurella bring the. Now it's on the left for João Pedro. Pedro needs shirts all around him. Pedro trying to wiggle. There's Nunes. Pedro does brilliant to get down left. João Pedro. Nunes eventually gets back for City, and Nunes clears. It's harder, but good fight from Chelsea today. Size. They can't do that today, albeit it's a cup final, so compared to maybe standard league game. It is for fun. Just a light of Colwell. It's the feet of Colwell. Back to where to Colwell. Left footed pass. That's passed over halfway to half. On the left hand side, the Joe Harto. We'll see. Short-lived. Ready to come on to Rodri. Still managing the fitness of Rodri. What's that? ACL Can't burn him out too much, especially trying to take the title fight to the tonight. Will they come into that game? Wait and see. Palmer now fighting towards halfway line, control from Gusto. Bit of time on the ball for Colwell. Trying to drive from midfield. Still Kai. Pull on João Pedro, the referee. Near post, but Darren England. And look. So it's left to over down the space, alrighty. Fana. Ben Shirky. But Ryan Shirky. To Semenyo. And Ryan Shirky wants. And now. Back. It's the wide position. Gets the cross in, it's turned behind. Fana. As Doku just. Again. Area, a moment ago, and I think nothing in it, all we've seen. So corner kick. Down side. To take. Corner of the match. So already now. And let's see. Man City can cause problems from this corner kick to be taken from left forwards. Gay pulls at the back post. Cherky hasn't taken the corner yet. So referee now stepping in. And I was lucky the ball wasn't live there, otherwise Chelsea would have been in trouble, because there was a definite tug on Gay's shirt. Caicedo definitely has had a little pull at the shirt. Now it's a corner kick for Man City to take. Shirky to Doku. There's Ryan Shirky, ball towards the back post. Gay, can he try and keep it alive? He does keep it alive, but caught from Sanchez. Gay stretch, kept in play with his right foot. But simple catch for Sanchez now. Sanchez throw too much on it for João Pedro. Man City back on the ball. Nunes leaves it for Kovacic. Mateo Kovacic over halfway, still in the centre circle though. Square to Silva on the inside left. Lays it forward for Doku. Man City in the attacking third. So Gay pushed up really high, 30 yards from goal. Square to Nunes, now worked wide on the far side to Semenyo against Cucurella. Cucurella puts in a good standing challenge, but he does concede a corner kick. As Man City now starting to pin Chelsea back. Corner on the right-hand side for Man City to take. So I think Shirky walks away from it, and it will be Bernardo Silva to deliver. And Silva get this one on the money. 69 minutes played at Wembley. Still await the first goal. Silva's corner headed away. It's a free header as well for Fana. Ball being chased down from Joel Harto towards halfway and just played back for Nunes to Trafford. Trafford and well outside his box. Trafford short for Shirky. Ryan Shirky now looks to go over the top, but nowhere near finding Haaland. And bounces back into the arms of Robert Sanchez. Sanchez rolls it. Here's Colwell. And now Robert Sanchez clips it, looking for Malo Gusto. Gusto helps it on, right-footed. Was there a push on the back of Palmer there? Nothing given. Gay now holds it up, goes down halfway. Palmer looking to win it back, but it's been given as a free kick against Cole Palmer. Palmer displaying his frustration there. And he won't be given a card from the referee, though. Cole Palmer. 20 minutes to go here at Wembley. Goalless between Chelsea and Manchester City. 145th FA Cup final. Kovacic stopped in his tracks by Caicedo, but Darren England blows his whistle. Free kick to Man City. Kovacic. Oh, he just clipped from behind from João Pedro. Because Caicedo definitely won the ball. And was João Pedro. Gave away that free kick. Kovacic now takes a short free kick, then whips it forwards towards Semenyo when it was returned to him. Cleared from Fofana. Flicked on by João Pedro. Palmer can't get to it. Gay. It is Husanov. Husanov now. Looks to play a left foot pass short to Nunes. Nunes finds Semenyo, holds it up. Now back to Cherki. Cherki looking to play it down the right. Cut out from Caicedo, only as far as Haaland. And now Man City inside right channel with Silva. Edge of the box. Silva rolls into the box to Haaland. Haaland, a flick towards goal. Oh, it's brilliant! What a finish from Antoine Semenyo! And if that's the goal to win the FA Cup final, then that is a sublime finish. Oh, that was lovely for Semenyo. And that's exactly why they bought him in January. For moments like that, at the same end, when they scored the 2 goals against Arsenal in the League Cup final, Man City just love that end of Wembley. And Antoine Semenyo, the death flick, how vital to take it beyond the reach of Sanchez. Cherki's forward pass cut out initially, it was from Harto, and then it was square from Cherki to Silva. Haaland right side of the box. Oh, Semenyo, that is just superb. Just cheekily flick through the legs of Levi Colwill. Sanchez was scrambling across to his right, but he couldn't get a hand on that one. And the Man City fans went absolutely wild. Are they finally going to get their day in the FA Cup final again? Again, that is certainly a goal fitting of winning the FA Cup. So 72.5 minutes played here. Chelsea 0, Man City 1, flicked off for Pedro. Gay clears away, just slipping a bit. So can Chelsea respond? Harto to take the throw. Midway in the Man City half, it's now left for Cucurella. So will Cucurella go long from this throw? That is the question. And Chelsea fans, glum looks on faces. It's their season summed up, really. They've given it as good as they got today. Can they find that equaliser? Throw for Cucurella, flicked off a Cole. Oh, it's over! What a chance for immediate equaliser! Enzo Fernandez. Stretched right foot, got a vital touch on it, but it was onto the roof of Trafford's net instead of in the back of it. Long throw, flicked off a Colwill, and a touch of Fernandez took it over the bar in the end. That was close. Good response from Chelsea. So Alejandro Garnacho, Pedro Neto, beg your pardon, is on for Marc Cucurella. I do wonder if Chelsea will be moving away from the back three. Will they continue it? Because Harto can play at left back as well. So we'll see. So goal kick taken short from Trafford. Gay. Now here's O'Reilly. Driving down the left-hand side. Good run this for Nico O'Reilly. O'Reilly holds it up. Now Kovacic. Silva, Kovacic again. So wide left down with Doku. Skips an edge of the box. Now still Jeremy Doku. We can see what's around him. Goes for Kovacic. It looks to be a back four now for Chelsea, by the way. And it's pass from Husinov outside the right, kept in play by the sliding Semenyo. As it stands, he's the match winner. So Ryan Shirky down the far side for Silva. Gets away from Fernandez then. Harto's there to help. Neto with his first touch. It is Fernandez holding off Silva. Fernandez has to go back and Sanchez racing onto it. Slice clearance. Off the head of Malo Gusto. And Doku decides to keep it in play. Try and run at Gusto. Quarter hour left here at Wembley. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 1. A few minutes ago, Anton Semenyo with a brilliantly improvised finish from Haaland's cross. But City in front. Silva and Doku can't quite combine in the box. Clear from Gusto. Controlled in the centre circle from Pedro. Pedro goes down from foul from Gay. Referee waves play on Neto. Down the right-hand side. Good sliding challenge from Gay. So it'll be a throw for Chelsea. Chelsea need to throw everything at this now. So here is Cole Palmer to take the throw. Slightly over midway in the City half. It's thrown back now to Gusto. In the centre circle with Colwell. Fofana lets it run across him. Haaland chasing him down. Fofana. But he keeps in play, clears it down the line. Gusto then tackled from O'Reilly. Doku's over the halfway line. It is Ryan Shirky. Shirky now. Just calm on the ball. Combines with O'Reilly. Shirky. Just over 30 yards and goal now. Doku slides it through for O'Reilly. O'Reilly crossing, cuts it back, no one's there. Pass out of the box from Harto. Fernandez back to Harto. Here comes Chelsea. What a chance that was for Man City to wrap this FA Cup final up. Now Neto over the top to Harto. Harto, can you take it around Husinov? Harto goes down inside the box. Is that a penalty? It's been given. It's been waved away. Darren England's waved it away. And now Chelsea have it back though. Left wing, Neto to Fernandez. Tidy feet from Fernandez. Holding off Nunes. Now Neto. It's not Matheus Nunes, gets the cross in. That's well over the top of Pedro. Now things can just calm down a bit. There's Nunes. He's giving it straight to Malo Gusto. Poor pass there for Nunes. Man City just locked in here. Now Caicedo. His cross head away from Husinov. Held on to Haaland by Silva. Haaland desperately trying to keep hold of it. Fofana then wins it back. Caicedo to Palmer. Inside right. Driving towards the box. Now inside it. Cole Palmer. Now to Gusto. Gusto dinks it in, but it's over the top of Trafford. It's still in play. Neto, left wing. Backwards to Joe Harto. This is good from Chelsea. They need to throw the kitchen sink of this now. 77.5 minutes on the clock at Wembley. Chelsea 0. Manchester City 1. Antoine Semenyo with a flicked finish at the near post, meeting Haaland's cross. Will that be the winning goal? Come full time. It's over the top from Harto. On the far side, Fernandez on the chase. Clear from Husinov. So a throw for Pedro Neto to take. And well, I'll tell you what, there's a slight shove on Harto when he was played through. Maybe a bit too soft, but you've seen them given before. I said in the centre, but VAR didn't want anything to do with that one. James, that's a lovely line breaking past to Palmer in the number 10 position. And Chelsea number 10. Now to Gusto. Gusto's cross. Headed away from Husinov. Headed from O'Reilly. Only as far as the chest. And Malo Gusto. Cole Palmer. Just beyond the D now. Squares it to Enzo Fernandez. Pedro Neto puts the cross in. It's fingertipped away from Trafford. Gusto can't keep hold of it. Doku. Now good strength against Gusto. Doku turns away from Malo Gusto. Deep in his half, Caicedo puts the challenge in. It deflected off Doku last. It's now Chelsea right on the front foot, looking for the equaliser. Here's Enzo Fernandez. 30 yards and goal for Fofana. That's tapped from James to Fernandez. Joel Harto. Neto, 35 yards and goal. Infield to Enzo Fernandez. Lifts it towards Pedro. Ciao Pedro, as he pushed, he goes down, nothing given. And now O'Reilly keeps it away from Malo Gusto. O'Reilly, nice and calm on the ball. Pokes it to Gay. Gay clears down the line, still in play. Doku now, but he was surely pulled over there from Moises Caicedo. Again, you feel there's going to be a grandstand end to this game. So there's a wave of Chelsea pressure. But of course, the space will open up more now for City to catch. the Blues on the counter-attack. So O'Reilly will just take his time taking this free kick. No real need to rush it. Short to Kovacic. Back with O'Reilly. Trafford. Square from the 6-yard box to O'Reilly. O'Reilly, long ball, looking towards halfway. Sails over Doku and Fofana's head. That's back with Robert Sanchez. 10 minutes remaining here at Wembley. Chelsea 0. Manchester City 1. Harto gives it away to Shirky. Silva. Here is Kovacic now. Kovacic tries to roll it through, intercepted from Harto. And now Palmer fighting to win it back. But here's Gay by the centre circle. O'Reilly. Gay moves back to his own half. Now Trafford. Square to Gay. Here is O'Reilly. And back into it. Gay. Pedro falls on his backside. Or Pedro's had an awkward fall. Man City continue to play it along the defensive line. Silva to Husnov. Nunes. Husnov again. Kovacic now joins in the play. Husnov, right footed, tapped it to Silva. João Pedro is still down on the ground. And a bit of an awkward fall, João Pedro. Don't know if he's pulled the muscle, is it? Maybe just a bit of cramp. Pedro is chasing down the ball, slipped and fell quite heavily on his right side. And Chelsea need him to stay on the pitch. Let's have any chance of finding that equaliser. So it'll be a bit of a break in play. And a little drinks break for both sets of players. We have 8.5 minutes left here, normal time at Wembley. And Man City see this out. Pep Guardiola animated as usual. Just delivering his final instructions for this final stage of the match. Again, Pep Guardiola and been in his position a million times, multiple clubs. A serial winner. Just knows how to manage clubs over the line. And Noel Gallagher in his brown leather jacket and black sunglasses, he certainly enjoyed that goal from Semenyo. And Chelsea need to dig deep and try and find that equaliser. So, Man City Academy graduate. Chelsea have already got one their side, of course, of Cole Palmer. Another one with Liam Delap now on for Reece James. So Callum McFarlane really going for it. So drop ball to Gay. Back into the feet of Trafford. Trafford drives it towards the left, but volleyed up into the air from Doku. That already went out, and that connected with Doku's left foot. So throw for Chelsea. Malagusto goes it back into the feet of Colwell. Enzo Fernandez on the pressure from Doku, but gets the pass away to Fofana. Now Gusto, backwards being chased down from Cherki. Colwell steps onto it, goes long. It bounces away from Liam Delap. Simple take for Trafford. Rolled it to Gay. 7 minutes of normal time to go here at Wembley. Chelsea 0, Man City 1 in the 145th FA Cup final. Now it's down the left here from Doku, and O'Reilly's away. Nico O'Reilly into the box. O'Reilly delivery towards Haaland, cut out over the heel of Caicedo. Chelsea clear. Only past Doku in the centre. So Ryan Cherki, edge of the box, inside right, goes down. Referee doesn't give a foul in Man City's favour. Fernandez outside the right boot. That pass just too far behind of Pedro. So Man City back on the ball with Matheus Nunes. Still Nunes. And then towards the box. Now it's outside to Silva. Now it's Cherki, it's Harto. Now a cross in, it's off the post. Nunes cross, count off the post, and it's Cherki. Wide right. That was to Kovacic. So now Chelsea pin back here, City looking to wrap this one up. 6 minutes to go, Man City lead by goal to nil. Silva on the left to O'Reilly. O'Reilly slips but gets the cross in. And the fact the offside flag up against Nico O'Reilly just after he got the cross in. A great chance to Man City a moment ago. As Matheus Nunes hit the cross, deflected over Caicedo. Wrong-footed Sanchez out at his near post. Sanchez very thankful to see that come off his post. And now City the chance. Brilliant save. It was Cherki's shot. Safe from point blank range from Sanchez. Doku trying to hold on to it left side of the box. Dispossessed from Fernandez. And now Chelsea win the free kick. Malagusto fouled for Bernardo Silva. That was a great chance. Man City's wrap it up. Ryan Cherky struck it. Late scissor the right boot. A strong right hand. Robert Sanchez got onto that. And a great save. Robert Sanchez to keep Chelsea alive in this. Alejandro Garnacho, former Manchester United man, tasted victory in the FA Cup final against Man City 2 years ago. João Pedro. So unfortunately he has to come for pain here. So Garnacho, could he be the hero to bring this one to extra time? Who knows, could Chelsea even get two? There's time to do it, 5 minutes left for Chelsea. So at least take it to extra time. It's a long ball from Fernandez. Delap on the run. Ball bouncing now. Gay goes down. Husnov then takes charge of the ball on the byline. There was a push from Delap into Gay. And how massive would it be as well for Delap to get an equalising goal? It's in the season he's had so many questions asked about him. So it is a free kick for James Trafford to take. There's a great chance for City a couple of minutes ago. O'Reilly with the cross, but Caicedo managed to cut it out. So it's gone long from Trafford. Bounced away from Haaland. Headed for Gusto. Falls to Doku. Shrugged the ball from Fofana now. Semenyo left side of the box. Haaland just stuck under his foot. Colwell clears. And controlled on the chest of Mateus Nunes. Man City managing this game well. Nunes now. That was to Kovacic. It is Cherky. Kovacic again. City inside right with Silva. 35 yards from goal. Now Ryan Cherky. Pass back on the halfway line to Kovacic. Kovacic to Husnov. Square to Gay. It's gone over halfway to Doku. Doku steps inside. Jeremy Doku on the halfway line. It is Husnov. The lap sets across. Husnov gets his pass away. The Cherky infield now for Nunes. Mateus Nunes. Ryan Cherky, right side of the box. Cherky cuts in, links up with O'Reilly, then cleared away. In the nick of time from the deep from Gusto before O'Reilly could possibly do something dangerous with the ball. 3 minutes and all time remaining. In fact, less than that now. Chelsea 0, Man City 1. Man City controlling possession here. Have Chelsea where they want them. Ball down the right for. It stands the match winner, Semenyo. Semenyo. The ball stopped at the moment. Backwards here for Silva. It is Kovacic now in the centre circle with Husnov. Husnov, left footed ball out to the left flank where Doku trapped on his chest. Good strength to hold off Gusto. Doku goes down. Referee points a free kick in City's favour. Again, Doku's been such a live wire against Gusto. It's been a great battle. Seen the pair this afternoon. So Man City free kick wide left. And they'll take their time here. Man City 2 minutes of normal time to go. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 1. So free kick all ready to come in now. So it'll be a free kick on the left for Ryan Cherky to take with a minute and a half of stoppage time left. It's gone short to Doku. Back to Cherky. Gay. Kovacic in space. Now Ryan Cherky. Here's Doku. Left edge of the box. Doku against Palmer. Doku gets the cross in too heavy. And out of play for a Chelsea goal kick. And there'll be a twist in the tail here at Wembley. So it'll be a long ball from Sanchez. And Man City been so confident with this one goal lead. Interested to see out now. Husnov heads away the goal kick. Hooked forward from Harto. Header from Silva. Now volley from Colwell. Nice take in the centre circle from Doku. But again, lifts the ball back. Just bounces to O'Reilly. Down the line now. Doku trying to steam him behind, but Malagusto gets to it. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez, direct towards Delap. Head away from Gay. Nice control from Silva. Husnoff now letting the ball roll back in the City area, then smash it away. Caicedo steps forward, intercepts, but bounces to Silva. Silva finds the chest of Haaland in the centre circle, in the City half. Haaland gives the way, offside flag against Haaland anyway, so whistle already blown for a Chelsea free kick. It's taken short by Wesley Fofana on the halfway line. Now Fernandes to Neto. 5 minutes of stoppage time for Chelsea to try and take this to extra time. So here is Neto. Out to Gusto. Malagusto gets the cross in. Delap, header over. Decent chance to Liam Delap. It was an inviting in-swing cross on the left-hand side. And Delap had a well off target. Not the Chelsea supporters. And yet another frustrating moment for Liam Black to add to the long collection this season. And question though whether he will stay at Chelsea next season. Imagine that's what he wants to do. So obviously he won't get any better than Chelsea. So there is a Man City, young Man City fan, Johnny Stones signed. Can he please have his shirt whilst he leave at the end of the season? John Stones, that would be a lovely gift for the young fan. If Stones was to give the shirt to him. Flick on from Semenyo. Played on the bounce, left-footed by Fofana. Now Cherky prods it down the far side to Semenyo. Semenyo barged into by Caicedo. And it will be a free kick for Manchester City. Caicedo sarcastically clapping towards the linesman. And that'll be yellow card to Caicedo for that action. And Man City, minute and a half, it's the 5 at stoppage time. And they just managed to lead so well. Man City, the kings of doing that. When they really get a firm grip on the game. Let's look at the Everton game. Really seen one when they were goal up and it turned into an absolute calamity. Went 3-on down, managed to rescue a point, which could be a vital point come the end of the season, which is a week tomorrow. First Man City got to get over the line in their second domestic cup competition of the season. 3 minutes of stoppage time left. Cherky tapped it to Haaland, and he attacking third on the right. Haaland, did he push there? He was. Again, Man City with another free kick. It's naive from Chelsea. Joe Harto just drawn into making that push. There's a few Chelsea fans yawning in the crowd. I think realistically they know it's going to be half then to get another chance. The way Man City just keeping the ball deep in the Chelsea half. So Silva, short free kick to Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo wide right coming towards the corner flag. Garnacho and Harto around him. Garnacho wins it back. Draw Harto. Square now for Colwell. Slices it out the box. Header forward from Silva. Colwell heads it down. Now again, another slice ball in the air. This time from Wesley Fofana. Bounce there for Ryan Cherky. Cherky turns, goes back to Silva. Silva dinks it to Semenyo. Semenyo turns, keeps it in play. Only didn't, spoke too soon. So throw for Chelsea. 2 minutes of stoppage time left. Is there one last chance for Chelsea to take this to extra time? So it is a throw for Chelsea to take on the left-hand side, level with their penalty area. Joel Harto to take it. Harto's throw, flick on from Fernandes. Header forward from Kovacic. Touch from Cherky. Header now for Harto, flicked on from Fofana. Another flick on from a Chelsea centre-back in Colwell. Header out for a throw from Mateus Nunes. A minute and a half, a stoppage time to go. Chelsea needs to get everyone forwards here. Time's running out, throw back to Harto. Draw Harto, goes long. Flick off for Colwell. Now Neto on the chest. Neto shot blocked from O'Reilly. And now Doku has it under control. Jeremy Doku heading towards halfway. Doku, good challenge from Balogusto. Chelsea still alive. Neto. Back to Gusto. A minute to go. Gusto heavy touch. Silva steps in there. And now Ryan Cherky. Here's Haaland in the centre circle. Can drive the ball forwards. Now Doku inside left. City coming towards the box. Doku square to Ryan Cherky. Can he wrap it up? Cherky dancing feet. Cherky now left side the box. Cherky pass towards Haaland. Can he wrap it up? Haaland, a bit of a tight angle. And we just take this towards the corner flag now. Haaland goes backwards. 40 seconds left here at Wembley. Man City almost there. And that will be a push on the back of Nunes and a free kick for Man City. And Haaland's furious about something. I don't know if he's furious for himself not taking on a shot. But anyway, Man City so close now. Free kick with just 20 seconds remaining. Yeah, Cherky again, twinkle toes into the box, but just taking a bit wider than he wants. As a Cherky went for the pass to Haaland. Haaland miscontrolled it. I think he was furious with himself for that. So Man City, blue and white flags waving now. And the free kick's gone straight out of play, but the 5 minutes are up here. And surely it's full time, it's whistle's gone. And Man City win their 8th FA Cup to go level with today's opponents, Chelsea. And Liverpool and Tottenham on that list of FA Cup winners. Antoine Semenyo, what a moment for him. This is why he joined Man City. He scored the winning goal in the FA Cup final. Cross from Haaland, right side of the box, and a brilliantly improvised finish. But Semenyo flicked at the near post into the corner, and that was the decisive moment. Chelsea, they put a lot of effort in, but didn't really test James Trafford this afternoon. So again, Chelsea now just can't wait for the season to be over with. No silverware for Chelsea. It's the second domestic top competition for Man City this season. Will they win the domestic treble? Well, that remains to be seen. It's going to be a tough job to knock Arsenal off the top now. They go to Bournemouth on Tuesday, but Chelsea do have the chance. If West Ham beat Newcastle tomorrow, Tottenham will be in the relegation zone, so Chelsea have the chance to leave Tottenham in the relegations over the final day. That's already Chelsea are playing for now. In terms of something that would really give them hunger. They could still qualify for Europe next season, Chelsea. That'll be a tough job. But the day belongs to Man City. 8 FA Cups, another trophy for Pep Guardiola to add to his ever-growing cabinet. Will it ever stop growing? Will this be Guardiola's last trophy in charge of Man City? Who knows? The 145th FA Cup final belongs to Manchester City. They defeated Chelsea